Hello, Julie Barkas here, and I wanted to come to you with a live video tonight just to talk to you about one factor that might be preventing you from growing your childcare program and your life. And this is going to be a quick tip for you, so I'm not going to be on too long, but if you're here, feel free to say hello. Hi, Renee, nice to see you here, but it'll give us a little bit of connection time. But I wanted to share with you a little story, and my whole life, especially for the past 10 years or so, has been about letting go. And I realized the more that we hang on to things, thoughts, attitudes, people that don't serve us, the longer it's going to take to bring our dreamy vision into fruition. And the longer it also takes to attract your ideal staff to you. You see, because the longer you hang on to what's dead, what's gone, what doesn't serve you, the longer it's going to take you to really see what is there and who is there to serve your vision. Hey, Deb, nice to see you here as well. Good. Glad you guys are here. Hope you like our ambiance. I'm a bit out with the flu for about the past week, so I'm just getting my bearings back, and I was thinking about you. And every time I walk through my hallway, I have this sign hanging up, and I'll have to show it to you sometime. But it says that the greatest strength is not in hanging on, but in letting go. And it's so true. And when I was facilitating the Create Your Dream Team experience back a couple weeks ago in Las Vegas, I had this experience happen to me. And it was this repeating message of let go, let go, let go, let go. And like I said, this has been a reoccurring theme for me in my life, is all about letting go. And sometimes it really sucks to let go, especially when it comes to a loved one passing away or something you really cherish. But the longer you hang on to the thing that doesn't serve you, or what I call the thing that is dead, that is gone, the longer it's going to take for you to really see what is there to serve you. So when I was going to Vegas, I'll just share with you this quick story is, and you probably have seen me wearing my favorite pink and purple scarf in many of my videos. If you scroll through, you'll see it here. But I was going to the airport, got a car over to the airport, and I left my favorite scarf and my coat in the limo on my way to the airport. So I got out of the car and I freaked out. The driver had taken off. I'm like, oh no, where's my coat and where's my beaten scarf that I wear all the time? And I called the limo company. He circled back around. It took him about 10, 20 minutes, came back around, got me my scarf, got me my jacket. I'm like, whoo, okay, cool, because I love this scarf. It's like my favorite blankie. And like I said, look through my videos, you'll see me wearing it quite often, and you may have even seen me wearing it in person. But I was strolling through the airport, and I had my jacket and my scarf tucked into my luggage. And, you know, after I just got it back from the limo driver, I'm walking down the hallway, and all of a sudden I look down, and my jacket and my scarf are gone. It's missing again. So again, I'm panicked because I'm like, oh, I just had the car circle back to get me my coat and my favorite scarf back, and now it's gone. So even though I was probably about a half mile through the airport, I turned back around, went a half mile the other way to try to find my coat and my scarf. And sure enough, there it was laying on the floor. Somebody had kicked it aside. I found it, grabbed it back, and, you know, tucked it into safety. I got on the airplane, and I put my coat and my scarf up in the overhead bin with my luggage. And I got off the plane, and a nice gentleman kindly got my luggage down for me. I got off the plane, got to the hotel, facilitated my dream team experience, and I'm in my car, and I'm thinking, I'm going back to Chicago, and it's going to be really cold. Hey, Brandon, nice to see you here. I'm like, where's my coat and my scarf? And I was looking all over for it. I'm like, where is it? And it was so weird. I had already misplaced it twice. So I realized once I was putting my luggage into my car that I had left my coat and my scarf on the airplane coming out here, out to Vegas. So I'm like, oh gosh, it's probably totally gone now. But my thoughts kept thinking about it. And then I got to the airport and I told them what happened. And is there any way I could track this down? They sent me to baggage claim to look for it. And I spent time going over there looking for it. It was nowhere to be found. I'm like, oh, it's just gone. And it really brought back just the thought of you've got to let go. If there are things that are gone that aren't serving you, let go. And for you, that might be maybe somebody who's moved on. in your organization. It might be your favorite pair of shoes or a favorite piece of jewelry you once lost that you don't stop thinking about. But the more thoughts you have that are buried in what's gone and in something that you need to let go of, the less thoughts you're going to be able to have about what you need to attract into your life. So it takes mental energy to think about what's no longer there, how it's not a part of your life anymore. The biggest thing that you can do to move on, and I learned this when my husband passed, which was probably one of my biggest let goes of, was him. And knowing that, you know, he's just not here, and you've got to really give up the thoughts of thinking about his human existence so that you could see a whole other side of your life. But one of the reoccurring thoughts is, you know, what if I only did this, or what if I only did this, or what if I only did that? But those thoughts don't serve you. You've got to take the energy that you're focusing on all the things that you need to let go of and pour it in to, number one, celebrating what you had in your life. So celebrate your coat and your scarf or your shoes or the people. Celebrate those things. Celebrate the people who worked for you for a day and it didn't work out. Celebrate them. And then also celebrate the idea that you are going to mentally make room for bigger energy that you're going to be attracting into your life. But you can't possibly do that if you're hanging on to thoughts of what was yesterday. So now you've got to celebrate what was there for you because you learned something from it. You grew from it. Even if you bought the most expensive pair of diamond earrings and you had them for one day and then you lost them, never to be seen again, you enjoyed them for one day. And that was one moment in time that you can celebrate and that you can treasure. Now, the next trick in letting go is to really embrace what's there to serve you in the future. It may look different. It may take a different shape, may take a different color, may take a different form. I'm really excited to see what my next favorite scarf looks like. But you've got to welcome that energy into your life. And so many of us, especially when it comes to dreamy staff or attracting clients, we're really looking behind us. We're looking over our shoulder, thinking about why it didn't work out, what I did wrong, how I could do things differently. And we're not letting go of the energy that is truly draining us. So with this message just comes the opportunity to energetically release all of the thoughts. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Larry. Nice to see you. Is to really energetically release all of the thoughts that aren't serving you. Identify what those are, because I could keep searching for my coat and my scarf. I could call the different airports. I could call the different landing spots, whatever. I could still continue to track it down. I could still think about my husband and what could I have done differently, maybe to have troubleshooted the situation or to get him help before it became this critical situation. And that's the way that our mind works. Our mind wants to go backwards. Our mind logically wants to figure things out. And if you're in that place and you can really relate to this message, give me an oh yeah. And feel free to also drop your questions or your comments, and I'll gladly read through those once I wrap this video up. But you've got to let go. And some of you I know hang on so tight, you can't see what the future has in store for you that's going to serve you in amazing, abundant ways. So now is the opportunity to celebrate what was once there for you, have a party, celebrate it, acknowledge it, and then energetically release it. And this could be the toughest part. How do you energetically release? So Kathy's saying I need to let go of staff who are too burnt out to try to get better. That's right. You've got to let go of people. If you are investing more in them than they're willing to invest in themselves, then that is an opportunity for you to release and to let go. So what I would really do is start by writing a list of everything you're hanging on to. Everything you're hanging on to, whether it was a date that didn't work out, believe me, I've been there and I've hung on to all of these things, or a friendship that didn't pan out, or somebody that said something to you that doesn't make sense. It's okay. It's not your issue. It's theirs. Let it go. But write all of these things down and then decide on an appropriate energetic release. Now, this might look like you take that list and you toss it, see that nice fire back there? You toss it into the fire and you say, I release this. And these are words that I practice saying often. I release this, I release this, I release this, I release this. If I'm hanging on to something mentally, I say over and over and over and over again, I release this, 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 until the thought is gone. And this includes obsession over things people say, things people do, things that I have done where I've screwed up. Human, make mistakes, we all do, but that's our ground for learning. You know, life is really like this big playground, right? You get to come, explore, learn, have fun, have a party, make mistakes, screw up, but energetically release things so that you can move on to the next big thing. And I remember hearing Tony Robbins once say that he paid like $10,000 to go to this seminar where he learned this huge strategy, and that strategy was the word next. N-E-X-T. And anytime anything energetically didn't serve him in his life, he would repeat those words to himself saying, next, what's up? So instead of dwelling on why that one situation didn't work out or what didn't come to pass, it would be next. So take the list of the things that you're hanging on to. Hey, Kelly, nice to see you here. Hi, Melissa. Nice to see you here too. I'm going to come back for a spin class someday. I was thinking about you today. But take that list, burn the list, tear the list up into shreds, put the list, tape it to the bottom of your shoes and walk on it for a day until energetically you stomped any control it has on you over. Have it be done. You could take the list, you can throw it or write the things on stones and throw them in the water. You can put them up in a hot air balloon or in a balloon, a helium-filled balloon, and let it go up into the universe, into the environment. But you energetically find a way to release the things that do not serve you. I guarantee you and promise you, if you are not attracting your dreamy staff, if you are not attracting your dreamy clients, and if you're only mediocrely happy in your life, you've got to ask yourself, what am I not releasing? What am I hanging on to so tight that I can't see all the possibilities and all the good that's here for me in this lifetime? Okay, I'll answer that question, Brandon. I'll respond to that one, not during this video, but I'll talk to you about Disney classes. But if you do have questions regarding this topic of letting go, please feel free to leave your comments, your questions. If you can relate to this, go ahead and give me an oh yeah. And I'm going to wrap up this video real soon because I'm going to see, I've been out with the flu and I'm debating upon whether I go and try to dance tonight or not. I'm thinking like, just go give it a whirl for 10 minutes or so. But really think about what you're hanging on to. The more you're hanging on to things and the more tolerations you have, you're not going to be able to see what serves you. And this is a big message. It's simple, but it's not necessarily easy because we hang on to things, we hang on to people, we hang on to situations for all different reasons. And now it's time to get really clear on what are you tolerating, what are you hanging on to, and what can you release so that you give yourself a new experience. Does that help? Hi, Letitia. Nice to see you here. All right, I think I'm going to wrap up this video, but if you're here, say hello. And if you've really enjoyed this, go ahead and like it, love it, share it out, because there's a lot of other people in this industry and just in life who are hanging on to things that don't serve them. And the greater strength is in letting go of those things than hanging on to them. Oftentimes, we think it takes greater strength to hang on, but it takes greater strength to let go and say, okay. And when you let go and your hand is open, also know that you're making room for something new to enter and something new that's going to serve you in a bigger, better way. So hold both of your hands open, clench really tight on what you're hanging on to, and practice with me. I release it. I release you, I release it, I release it, I release it, I release it, release it, and then stand there with your hands open. Get my hands on the camera. Can't figure out which way to go here. And then with your hands open, say, I'm ready to receive. I look forward to receiving. And what is it that you want to receive? And what you want to receive should be a bigger and greater and more incredible energy or thing that's going to serve you better. For me, it's going to be a new scarf, new relationship, lots of things. And there's lots of stories I'll tell you around these points, but be ready to receive once you truly let go. I'm Julie Barkus. Make sure that you like, love, comment, and even after I wrap this up, I will come back and read your comments. So if you're joining me on the replay, and then also if you're interested in experiencing a total team transformation, we've got a 3-month coaching program that's going to be kicking off in the next couple of weeks. That's in conjunction with our total team transformation system. And right now I'm holding 9 spots for an incredibly low price. We've got, I think, about 30 owners and directors in the group so far, and I'm holding 9 more spots open at a super crazy low price. And if you want in on the total team transformation system and my group coaching program, please make sure you leave a comment or shoot me a private message or shoot me an email, julie@childcarebusinesssuccess.com, and we'll get you the details so we can get you started. All right, that's my tip for this evening. Sometimes, and most oftentimes, you have to let go to grow. Remember, hang on tight. You're not going to see beyond that. Open up, let go, and you're going to receive a whole new energy that is here and meant to serve you. I'll see y'all soon. Bye, everyone.